I made two promises to myself years ago. When I become a homeowner, I'm going to do this. The first one I talk about all the time on my channel, GrowFit Florida, is grow some food. I was going to start a garden because of what happened in March and April of 2020 and beyond, but those two particular months was really bad because I remember going to the grocery store and I remember we had to walk in single file lines, and some lines at the start of the line you couldn't go, you had to go down the other line to come up, and oh, it was a mess. And two apples, two apples, that was the limit that you can have. We could not find any type of greens, and pretty much everything that was left on the shelves were just junk food. And that was during those 2020 years. And I told myself, no, never again I'm going to rely on the grocery store to feed my family for everything. I can do this. I can grow. When I get a place, I'm going to do it. We did that. We accomplished that. The second thing that I promised myself was I was going to have my own home gym, because also during those times, gyms were closed down. You couldn't go in the gym. People, even outside. I remember we lived in this apartment building, and I used to go for a jog, and I used to go for a jog in the mall. They had security in the mall that was stopping us from trying to jog on the outside, in the parking lot of the mall. And I'm like, I can't jog in the mall and outside of the mall in the parking lot. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna have my home gym, and I'm gonna have a place, my garden, where I grow my food. That was very important to me, and I've accomplished that. So in today's video, I've been showing you guys for the longest now my garden. Now I'm gonna show you my home gym, because it's equally as important in this pursuit of just staying healthy, just waking up every single day and getting after it with all types of different things, not just in the garden, not just at work, not just with family, but with our fitness too, getting in that gym and giving it my all, because I can show up better for my family. I can show up better for the people, for you guys too. I'm able to make these videos, and I'm able to have the strength and the stamina to show up and to help you guys out too. If you're new here, my name is Jermaine, and I've been teaching people for a couple years now how to grow foods, how to grow everything that we have right here, how to stay healthy with what you can grow in your backyard. Today, I'm gonna show you guys my home gym. This is like the first time I've actually shown my home gym. And I'm doing this because, again, I wanna inspire people to stay healthy, to stay fit. Now, the majority of the equipment that I have in my home gym, I purchased, this was years ago. So I have no clue how much the prices are now. I have no clue whatsoever. That's number one. Number two, my home gym, I designed it for myself and for my wife, things that I know that we're gonna use and things that's gonna help keep us healthier. So that's number two. And number three, my home gym is in my garage. I never understood how anyone in Florida can park their cars in a garage. Now, where I'm from, where I was born, it's cold, and we had to use our garage because we got snow. It's for the most part, it's always nice here. So I always looked at the garage as just wasted space when you put your car in there. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna make a home gym when we get a house, and we did that. So without further ado, let's go look at this home gym. So here's my home gym. I'll do my best to walk around and show you guys what each piece of equipment we have and different things, on the wall and what it means to me, because everything on here really does tell a story. A home gym is more than just equipment. It's how you decorate it, is what you have in it, it's a story behind everything. So I want to make sure I tell the story behind it as well, and then not just a tour of the gym. So let's get started. First thing is my power rack. This is Rogue, and this again goes from Coop from Garage Gym Reviews, and I'm really thankful that I was able to find him, because first off, Rogue, so if you guys don't know, yes, I am originally from Ohio. That's where I was born. I've been living in Florida now for so many years, but Ohio is my birthplace, and Rogue is a company in Columbus, Ohio. It's about a 2-hour drive from where I grew up. And I'm like, hey, look, they make great equipment It's a Ohio company, so you know I'm gonna show some support. And I'm like, let me get it. This power rack right here, I've had this now for about, 5 years? And you can't even really tell. And this is something that I use every single day, and you really can't see any wear or tear on this power rack. My wife uses it. We have people over who work out with us, they're using it. Excellent power rack. So if you're looking for something to put in your home gym, that buy nice or buy twice, I 100% agree with. I'm gonna be able to, years later, work out with my kids when they get older. My oldest daughter actually have used this, but my younger kids, years later, we're gonna be able to work out and it's probably still gonna look the exact same. So, love this power rack. This is my safety squat bar from Titan Fitness. I use this a lot too, especially if I have any pain in my shoulders or I just wanna isolate a different part of the muscle when I'm squatting, just a different feel. I use the safety squat bar. Here's 2 bars right here I got. Rogue, of course. One is the Ohio Power Bar, which this is my favorite bar that I've had so far. And this is the Echo Bar. This was actually the first bar. It was the cheapest bar, but it does really well. It's good for most people, and I still use it too. So it really, it's hard to really tell the difference if you're not really getting after it, but it's little nuances once you start going a little bit heavier, especially like the deadlift that I notice. But so Power Bar, my favorite. Echo Bar, this is a great bar. If you're on a budget, Echo Bar is great. Of course, we have our 511 vest up there that I will be using for Memorial Day to do the Murph. Let's go over here. Now, dumbbells, oh my goodness. I ordered all these dumbbells. This was all during the pandemic time, and it was so expensive. So I actually just stopped. I never got any more. I think the heaviest we got, 35 pounds. So for my wife, it's great. Even for some exercise I use it for, it's great. So just, those are dumbbells. Nothing crazy. These are Rogue 2 as well, I believe, and nothing crazy. Just a set up to 35 pounds. There we go. These are monkey feet. So you can put the dumbbell in between here and you can do isolated exercises with that. So I got those and I think I used it one time, to be honest with you. Hardest piece of equipment that I've ever used in my life. When I only have 5 minutes, because some days it's like that. You have 5 minutes free and you don't want to skip some training and you want to get some good training in, but you just don't have the time or you don't feel like it. I have something in here that 4 minutes completely burns you out. And let me show you what this is. This Echo bike right here has to be made by somebody who was into torture science or something. I don't know, because you get one of the best workouts in the shortest amount of times. If I had to pick any piece of equipment in my gym, if I only can pick one thing to take with me, I'm probably gonna say this Rogue Echo bike, because not only does it combine cardio, but you're actually getting some strength training in as well. I've never really sweat like I have, or I'm not gonna even say sweat. I've never been as physically exhausted on any other piece of equipment that I have in my gym during any other type of training than I have just on this Echo bike. So you have different programs that you could put in, the 10-20, so that's 10 seconds going as hard as you can, 20 seconds rest, and that top one is 20 seconds going as hard as you can, 10. You do this 20-10, I promise you, and you give it your all, whichever one, you're gonna be burnt out. 4 minutes and you have one of the best workouts you've ever had in your life. So the Echo bike is a must-have if you can't get anything in your home gym, and if you only have the money for one piece of cardio equipment or even strength, I would just go Echo bike. Like, it lasts. I've had this for 5 years now too, and you can't even tell. The kids, as you see, years ago, they were throwing their little toys in there. The kids come in and they do what they do. I mean, it takes everything. It is a tank. You can't break it. It's heavy, it's overbuilt. Just a great piece of equipment. So Echo bike. Now the second, what garage gym does not have a row machine? It's like standard for garage gyms, I think, but the reason why we put our row machine in, back when my wife and I lived in a condo, we lived right on the beach. It's beautiful. And we used to have a row machine in there in our condo gym, and you could look outside and see the beach. And the only reason why I used it is just because of the view. It was set up in a beautiful spot where you can see outside, and it was just a beautiful spot. And I learned to really like the row machine. It's low impact, so anytime that I'm like really feeling sore or my body's tired, or it's just some of those days where you're like, I don't wanna just go that hard, but I wanna get training, I don't wanna miss the row machine. And it has just been like Mr. Reliable for me. I love it. If you're someone who suffers from any type of type of injuries from your, anything from your lower back to your legs, it's a great way to have just like the most lowest impact type of cardio that you can get. And it's still some type of strength training too, because you feel it in your back, you feel it in your arms, you feel it in your legs. So it's just an excellent workout. And I have the Concept 2 rower. I'm gonna show you guys. So Concept 2, and again, I got this 5 years ago and no problems whatsoever. Never had any issues with it. I think the most I ever had to do with it was just with the seat. One of the kids came in and knocked the seat off. But other than that, no issues. The newest thing that I have that I purchased 2 years ago was my treadmill. And I love this treadmill. Let me show you. So the great thing about this treadmill is you get so many different workouts. I'm talking about, it's just crazy the amount of workouts that you get from this treadmill. You have strength training, and what happens is I can turn the screen like that, and then I just go over here, grab my weights or whatever, and I'll just follow along. Of course, running programs, yoga, Pilates, that's what my wife uses more than I do. Just all types of different trainers, and they keep you motivated, they keep you engaged. It is just an excellent, excellent, excellent way to improve your fitness and to stay healthy and have fun doing it. I even went out and I got the heart rate monitor, and what this heart rate monitor does, it syncs with the actual treadmill. So when you're running along with the trainer and they have their zones that they want you to stay in, if your heart rate is too high, the treadmill will just lower the speed naturally or lower the incline to bring your heart rate down. If your heart rate is too low and you can give it more to stay in the zone, it will speed it up. This treadmill, I can't say enough good things about this. As far as the training goes, right here, Ashley Polson, when it comes to running, that's who I go with. She's really been a great trainer for me on this treadmill. I love her classes, be great. They have Bully Juice on there right now, which is just amazing. I don't know if you guys seen the iFit games. I'm glad that they have him on there. His workouts have been amazing. What other trainers do I like on here? It's so many trainers on here that's really good. I like Knox, he's good. So many just great trainers on here for whatever type of workout you're looking to do. It's gonna be a program on here. So I highly recommend, if you don't have a fit treadmill, if you want something that's gonna just make your workouts just a little bit more fun, get yourself an iFit program that's built into your treadmill. I have a NordicTrack. I know there's different ones that has iFit. So I'm a fan of iFit. The treadmills aren't cheap. These things are expensive. So it's really not necessary. It's really not that needed, especially you living in Florida. It's beautiful just about every day. You can go outside and run, you know what I'm saying? But if you can swing it, this is an excellent way to get some running in. It's very wide. The treadmill is very wide, very long. So it's just a great treadmill to have. So I'm not gonna spend all day. I'm just showing you guys just the basis of the most important things that I have in here that I will say that I think that, could benefit anyone who wants to start a garage gym. The next thing is you have to have your weights, your plates, your rubber weights, whatever you wanna use. And these are the two best that because I've turned in a lot of different ones. I bought some, sold some, bought some, sent some back because I didn't like it. And after almost 6 years now, these are the two that I have settled on that I absolutely love. And let me show you. Okay, so the first is Strength Co. So Strength Co, American company. I love these steel plates. I had other ones and they were nowhere near as good. I have put these plates, I'll put them through the ringer, like I really have, and they still look brand new. They look just like I got them out the box, and this is like 3 years later, so these are some excellent plates. If you're looking for some steel plates, strength code, I'm a huge fan. Now second, I like to deadlift. I like to do Olympic lifts. I like to drop the weight on the floor, and I needed some bumper plates. Now, if you know anything about bumper plates, you know that they can get very, very pricey, very, very quick. A lot of people like the competition bumper plates because they're calibrated to the weight. I'm not all that fancy. I don't need all that. I just need something that I can just drop on the ground, and it's not like the steel weights where, you know, I'm gonna chip them or it's gonna make loud noise, waking up everybody. So I was looking around for weights, and I had some more. I think I got these. Did I order them from? I might have ordered them from Amazon. And they were like, the weights I got before were terrible. I mean, terrible. So I looked more and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Buy nice or buy twice? Why don't I just stay with Rogue? Went back, ended up ordering a set, and this is what I got. So these are the Rogue Echo plates. And again, they are excellent. I have put these through the test, like outside. I'm talking about outside in my driveway, in the backyard. I mean, they have taken a beating and they're still good. They still have a bounce. For the most part, they're not that loud. So if you have kids and you're worrying about just the sound, they're not that loud. But yeah, they're excellent bumper plates to have. Cost afforded, they're not that expensive in comparison to like the competition or other plates at that time. Like I said, I don't know what the prices are now. I haven't ordered plates and weights in so long. So you guys, I'll put a link in the description for everything that I have for you guys, but I don't know what the prices are now. But yeah, Rogue Echo plates, I love them. And of course, we have a plyo box. I use this at least once a week. As you get older, plyometrics is very, very important. So whether this is just doing something as simple as step ups, or I'm doing some plyo jumps, like it's very important that you keep your, athleticism and you keep that explosive power. And plyometrics is a great way, and I really enjoy it. I've had this now again too for about 5 years, and it's really good. And this is from Rep Fitness. My kids love it too. They like to jump on it, and it's just a really good plyo box. It's padded, so it's nice and soft. So if you hit your knee, it's not gonna hurt, So it's just a good overall plyo box. And the floor, these are just horse stall mats. So if you're looking like, where's your floor? It's not nothing that special. So horse stall mats right here. I got these from Rep Fitness too, I believe too. Just stall mats. Put some tape down. Now, one thing I will show, hold on, let me go get it for you guys. So I think it was like 3-4 years ago, I was watching Brandon from the basement, lift weights, strong guy. He mentioned that you can get some of these and put them under your horse stall mat so you don't need to use tape. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of these and I just never did it. The tape was fine for me. But yeah, so you can put this if you want it cleaner and they're not gonna move underneath your horse stall mat. So you put it underneath and just take a mallet it down, and it's cleaner, smoother, and your horse stall mats will never move. But never did it, it's been fine for me. And so that's what I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. Now, of course, got some sandbags, some more over there. I have the big boy over there that I feel when I go outside. So sandbags, I use these a lot in training, and I think that they're just an effective way to get a good workout in with the least amount of equipment. So sandbags are awesome. So we have a few kettlebells, some yoga blocks, of course, an ab roller. Love my ab roller. That's for your ab too, your ab mat. Like, that's great, good for the lower back. We have a dip bar. These things right here are awesome. You just put these underneath the bar and you're able to lift up your bar when you're deadlifting and change the plates without having to, spend too much energy doing it. Let's just say that. Yes, they have better ones. Yes, you can simply just put like a plate underneath it and change it too. But I have these. It makes it simple, makes it easy, and I enjoy it. Let's see, what else do we have in here that I didn't? Oh, here we go, right here. Just a simple mat. That's it. Nothing special, from Rep Fitness. Pretty big. To be honest, my kids use this more when they're tumbling, so that's why I have it. Scale, just to stretch the calves. So as far as equipment wise, I think that's pretty much it. A My wife got me this rope, so we like to do Spartan races, and she got this for me. We did it at the Spartan.
You got this, babe. You got it. You got it. Good job.
And I was able to complete it, but my hands tore up. My forearms were burning, and I told her, they're like, I need to train for this. So she went out and got this for my birthday one year, and although we don't have any trees outside that I can put this on that's high enough and strong enough to hold my weight, I just put it up here, I lay down on the floor, and I climb up as high as I can until some of our trees get a little bit bigger and I'm able to wrap it on. Yep. I also have some gymnastic rings, if you see over here, that I use too for push-ups, pull-ups, and everything else. Is really good. As far as equipment-wise, that's pretty much it. So this is my home gym. Now let me tell you some of the things that I have on the wall and the meaning behind all of those. Of course, the discipline equals freedom. This is from Jocko, and I just agree with this so much. So when I see this, it just makes me understand that when I come in here, even when I don't feel like doing it, I'm making that deposit into my health today, so tomorrow I'm better. And this is with all things, discipline equals freedom. Funny story, or not even a funny story, just a great story. This Mike Tyson right here, and that picture you see up there of Kobe, MJ, and LeBron, this was the last thing that my father ever purchased for me. I remember he came down when we first got our house, and we went out shopping, and he seen these and he was like, they'll be excellent for your gym. And I was like, oh yeah, those are real cool. Cause he knows I love Mike Tyson, and as far as basketball players, those are my top 3. But yeah, so he seen this and he bought it, and this was the last purchase before my father, since my father has passed away, the last thing that he has bought for me, and so it means something special to me. So up top, of course, the David Goggins. And my wife just told me today, even when she's tired, she look at this and it gives her motivation to go on. The first thing that we had in our home gym, my wife bought this for us when we moved into our house, and I said, hey, we're gonna make this garage a home gym. So that's the first thing, love it. The bands, of course. These heavy jump ropes, I use these a lot, as you can tell up here. Excellent. So if there's, let's say you want 3 things for your home gym that I recommend everyone get, if you don't have the space and you don't have the money, the Echo Bike, number 1, sandbags, number 2, and a heavy jump rope, number 3. You have those 3 things, you're gonna get some good quality strength training, conditioning, and you're gonna feel good, and it takes up virtually, the space is just the Echo Bike. So those are the 3 things that I would recommend for anyone if you just don't have the space. Huge Rocky fan. I love Rocky, I love Creed. Like, what can I say? Don't we all like Rocky? I mean, it is what it is. It's a home gym. Well, that's a simple, quick tour of my home gym. I mean, I put a lot of time, energy, sweat, money into this home gym to make it something where my wife and I, and now even my kids, we can enjoy it for now and for years to come. Takeaway from this is, like Coop said, buy nice or you buy twice. So if you're thinking about starting a home gym and it's something that's important to you and fitness is a heavy part of your lifestyle, I would say just try not to go cheap. Like, some things you can get away with, others you can't, because you don't want to hurt yourself. If you don't have a spotter and you're doing this all by yourself, it's better just to buy good quality equipment that's going to last and that's not going to break down on you. Especially if you put in your gym in your garage, like most of us. I mean, we have garage gyms, and if you live in Florida, we don't have basements, so you're going to put it in your garage, right? Or maybe a bedroom, I don't know. But the garage can get kind of hot. Now, we have ours insulated for the most part, but it still gets very, very warm. And a lot of your equipment can suffer because of the heat. So you wanna make sure you get good quality equipment. I just seen something I wanna talk about too before I go. So good quality equipment, and you don't have to start off getting everything. Just get the things that you need, the things that you know you're gonna use. And like anything, just like with plants in your garden. I told you guys before, when you start your food forest or your garden, once you start growing things, and you say, oh, I'm just gonna grow this, give it a couple years. Soon, you're gonna grow so much. Same with your home gym. You say, oh, I'm just gonna start off with this piece of equipment, give it a couple years. Soon, you're gonna have a full-blown home gym. So it's just, it just naturally starts to escalate. You naturally start to get more. That's just what it is. But here's a story for you guys. Let me show you guys this. Now, I bought this for my wife. It was 4 years ago, I wanna say, 5 years ago. So at the time, my wife was pregnant. She just started growing her locks. So you can imagine me putting this up on the wall and I'm like, baby, this is you. And you can imagine what she said. And I told her, this is you. Now, she has grown into this. If you guys know my wife, it's kind of cool though. Manifest it, right? You gotta manifest it. So, yep, so that's why, and right here, Iron Paradise, rock. I'm a huge rock fan, yep, so Iron Paradise. Pretty much it. This is the home gym. I hope you guys like the tour and go out and get yours started. So until the next video, God bless.